My name is Deborah Cordner Carson, and I have lymphedema. With lymphedema, the cool thing about it is that you have to be so focused on your body and not just your affected limb, but everything that you do and everything that you put in your body affects your limb. So it's a good thing to be focused on yourself and your health to make it better. I have to do the best I can for my affected limb and for my sport to eat the best I can. And over the years, that's been more of a paleo type program of eating, which means that I don't eat very much processed grains or anything like that. I basically stick to meat, veggies, fats, little fruit, and really that's it. I don't really make it too complicated. At the end of the day, my leg is pretty tired and I want to wrap it. And so I'll make sure to take my garment off and wash it so that it's ready for the next day. And then I'll make sure to do very thoughtful compression wrapping, meaning that I put things in the right spots just based on what my leg looks like for that day so that I can set myself up for success the next day. And that's just the routine I do every day. It happens every day and it doesn't feel very daunting to me anymore. It's just become my life and I'm okay with it. I am happy to do it. I started sports when I was 8 years old. I was watching gymnastics on TV and I told my dad I wanted to do that. And the next week he had signed me up to try gymnastics at a local gym, and the rest was history as far as that went for me. I felt like, I know immediately when I walked in there and they had me do some cartwheels and forward rolls, and they were impressed by what I could do with no training. That felt really, really good. And immediately that was who I was. I was an athlete, and I took it very seriously very early on. So I ran track in high school, won a lot of state titles, and made some state records, and got a scholarship to run track at University of Northern Iowa. And I did that for 4 years. I was a 5-year senior there, 5th-year senior. In the 4th year, I developed lymphedema. At first, unbeknownst to me, what was going on until the last year where it was kind of all fell apart, and me and my definition was done as an athlete, at least I thought. So.
We joke about her first night in the gym. She literally just ran into the gym, and I convinced her to stay for a workout. And I said to her that night, I said, there's a competition called the CrossFit Games, and I know you've probably never heard of it, but I think that you could compete at that level. It's sort of the pinnacle of our sport. And that was about 35 minutes after meeting Deb. But the first question of the day, every single day when she walks into the gym, is, how do you feel? And I think for a lot of athletes, that's a weightless question. I feel good, let's train. But with Deb, I need to know, truly, how do you feel before we start to decide what we need to do today? She doesn't like to let the lymphedema sort of rule her training regimen. She trains through that, and she's been doing it for 3 years, and she's been doing it at the highest level of CrossFit. The fact that Deb is here every day training and competing and getting better, despite the leg, is I think that's the biggest victory of it all. It's just phenomenal. It's incredible.
She used to never ever wear shorts under any circumstances, ever, even around family. And we'd be the summertime and it'd be 90 degrees and hot, and she'd be at my parents' house in the pool with pants on. And she'd get in the pool, and as soon as she got in the pool, she'd go wrap a towel or something. And now she actually, last year, went to a baseball game, a Twins game with shorts on, with her garment on, which you know, it was a tough thing to do, but she got through it, and now she wears shorts almost every day, in public, everywhere she goes, and I truly think there's very, very few people in the world that could have started where she was and get to where she's at now.
And at first it was just challenging, something to do. I told myself, this is just something I want to do to keep in shape. But every time I went to the gym, I felt that same feeling I felt when I was 8, when, you know, the coach was impressed with what I could do without having done this before. And it felt really good, and it felt like I wasn't working out. I mean, I was training. And the prospect of me competing in CrossFit became more and more real as the year went on, and now it's my reality. So I'm an athlete again. So.
The Spirit of the Games Award is presented each year to the athlete who embodies what CrossFit is all about and defines in no uncertain terms our values during the toughest of competitions. This year's Spirit of the Games winner is Deborah Cordner Carson. We have a video to show you so that you understand why Deb is the winner.
You just relax and just go with it, and don't even try to race, just try to finish it.
I wasn't going to try to do that in the first place, I realized, but yeah, you can totally do this. I realize I have like difficult capacity. No, I get it. Just think about it. Like you walk up to a barbell and you think you can't pick up a barbell and you do. Think about it the same way. This is your barbell. You can totally do it. And think about it. You'll go home tonight. How much is a barbell?
I completed the triathlon yesterday. The most important part of that was the swim for me to complete. I'm not a great swimmer, but I did a lot of swimming in the last year. It was really the ocean that was my big fear, and so I was really, really excited to make it through that.
My emotions, it was very hard, you know, to control myself, and to hear the words that they used to describe her, you know. Gutsy performance, and of course it brought a little tears to your eyes, and I said a lot of prayers that morning, and I sent her a text to tell her everything is going to be all right, just believe. So it was a good feeling, and a feeling of relief that she completed that part of this competition, which was a challenge for her, you know, a fear.
I have lymphedema. I've sort of become a face of lymphedema in that lymphedema community, and I'm really proud of it to show that, yeah, I'm suffering from something that I will have for the rest of my life that I got 10 years ago. Not really sure how I got it, doctors aren't really sure, but point is I have it, and I have to learn how to deal with it and to go on with my life. So this is how I do it. I'm a little more extreme than most, but I'm proud to be here at the CrossFit Games, and I'm proud to be the face of lymphedema at the CrossFit Games.
Gaining on Welch. Welch is ahead by about a nose here, and it's going to be down the stretch they come. Carson turning it on. Welch in the near side of your screen, and it's going to be Cordner Carson taking this event.
A first place finish in the sprint, a first place finish in Elizabeth, 13th place overall, the golden shoes, and $5,000 from Reebok. Give it up one more time for Deb.